screens. I got a really, usually we go to these forum sites where they have these OLED TVs on display. A lot of people have these OLED setups. And keep in mind, this is in this particular forum site that we go to, they talk a lot about the different TVs and specifications and maybe problems that you be having with the units. Now, as I said before, OLED TVs are not cheap. They are very, very expensive. In order to have that ultra black contrast level. And that's one of the things that they brag about the most when it comes to these TVs, is their TVs having the ability to be able to pull this insane contrast levels that other TVs just can't seem to pick up. Everybody wants that OLED technology, whether it be in VR glasses, your cell phone, computer monitors, they want that OLED technology. Now, again, we do develop a gray screen paint product, and the gray screen paint product is put out there does basically perform better than other gray screen paint products, but in the disclaimer, it says that this screen paint does not have the capability of pulling a 100% contrast level. The technology we have here does have that capability. Not only does it have that capability, but it costs far less than an OLED TV. Now, I go to these forum sites all the time, and one of the biggest arguments we get into when I first walk into the forum sites, the first thing I say is, hey, how come you guys don't own a projection screen? And the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, projection screens don't pull a 100% contrast level like an OLED. Because the screen is not black, they're white and gray. Even the gunmetals can't pull a 1% contrast level. And they're right on that. A gunmetal screen, no matter how dark gray it is, does not pull a 100% contrast level. Now, the other gripe they have is, don't want to be stuck in a dark environment. Because every time they see gray screens, constantly, even with ultra short throw, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 projectors, these individuals are always sitting in the dark. And that's somewhere they don't want to be at. I don't want to turn my living room into a cave or a den or anything at the medieval dungeon. That's something they don't want. With our technology has ambient light projection technology. And as you can see, we can fire up a 100% contrast level in a fully lit environment without the screen washing out or fading. There are other theories when I bring up black screens. They'll say, well, I've heard theories behind black screens. Black screens have a difficult time pulling up in fully lit environments due to the fact that the screen is dark enough as it is. It's going to have a hard time maintaining white levels, and the screen's going to become unwatchable. Well, all that changes when we pop in with one of these. This is our black technology. It has the ability to pull up in a fully lit environment. As a matter of fact, even more impressive, we could do it at 250 inches outside without a problem. So, let me show you what we're going to do here. We have here one at 127 inches, 1610, not 1610 formatted. On TVs, you have formatted. It'll say formatted for this particular picture viewing. That's what it's for. You don't actually get a 16:9. If you had a 16:9, your TV would be a little bit wider than what it is, and it'd be a lot more expensive. So over here, we have on our projector, over here, my projector cost me around $270. The one over here we showed you on the big screen cost me $150. We get this all the time too, where I got to spend all this money for a really expensive projector just to get the image to pull up. Nope, not with our technology, you don't have to. So I'm going to show you a deep contrast level. That is the acoustic screen, that's the painted screen, to show you how amazing the technology is. All right, let's begin. This one didn't start. Hold on a minute. This one started. This one didn't start. Let's try her again. There we go. So, I'm going to show you why our technology, and by I measured this screen, this is 85 inches at 1610, and the one in the next room is 127 inches, customized 1610. Now, this is what we usually show on the forum sites when we walk in. Because saying that a projection screen doesn't pull 100% contrast level, well, my screen can, it's black. Can't maintain a bright enough image? Well, if the image was too dark, you wouldn't be to see any of the gold, anything at all. You wouldn't see the whiteness in our eyes, nothing. And it wouldn't be to pick up in all this light. And the argument about being stuck in a dark environment, not so. Expensive projectors, not so. Isn't this interesting? That is 600 by 800, 720p SVGA. And over here, this is 1920 by 1200, 1080p. Can't tell one from the other, can you? That's a home theater projector. This is a venue projector. This is 5,000 lumens. That right there is 3,600 lumens. See how black the background comes up? Now, durability, which means, can your screen take punishment at the end of the day? If you have your screen, the bigger your screen, the bigger the target. So, let's see. Pause on that one. Come over on this one. And we'll pause on this one. This is a broken remote control. I'm going to put this challenge out. You know it's going to happen for you OLED TVs. Here's your challenge. See this right here? Take your remote control and throw it at your screen. See what happens. So you can't do that. Because again, an OLED or any other TV, if your kids were in here playing and they happen to take the remote control or toys or cars or whatever they may have running around the room, if they crack the screen, then that means you're going to have to get a whole new screen. And the screen costs more than the TV itself. This is the reason why everybody has done this. I've done it myself, where you'll be driving along and you'll see this TV sitting out in the trash and you go, who in the right mind would throw away a TV like this? And you take it home and you go call up the manufacturer thinking that replacing it's going to be cheap. And you find out that the screen costs more than the TV, and that's why it was sitting in the trash. You're better off just going out and just buying a brand new TV. Nothing. So that means I can have my little ones down there having a matchbox fight downstairs, and I couldn't care less about that. Not going to have a problem with it. But you guys can't do that. Not going to damage the screen. This is what I get all the time when I'm talking to customers. Got a TV, kids happen to crack it and damage it. They go back to try to get it repaired, find that it costs too much money. They got to try and spend that money all over again. Our technology, you don't have to worry about at the end of the day. Beautiful thing about it is, on top of that, you're going to reach a 100% contrast level, something that gray screens and even our 2.0 can't do at the end of the day. And you don't have to spend the money for an expensive projector. You know why people spend the money on gray screens when it comes to trying to perform that high-end contrast level? Because the screen can't see it. And therefore, you have to make up for what the screen can't see. And therefore, you have to spend a lot of money for a projector in order to do that. Well, we don't have to do that. This screen will pull up a contrast level regardless, whatever your projector may be. Now, let's talk about price. We already know they can't do the remote control challenge. That's not going to happen. You have a lot of people on forum sites getting upset like, oh my God, I just cracked the screen. Oh, I've seen that so many times in forum sites on how the screen got cracked, how it got damaged, all kinds of stuff. And finding out that the screen costs more, the parts cost more, just pain in the neck, isn't it? So let's talk about price. Let's go pop over on the computer and see if I can find myself an 85-inch, 1610, and 127-inch customized 1610 screen. How much money would that cost me in an OLED? Oh, forgot you can't do this either. This is a black screen displayed outside at around it was 553 we did that demonstration. So also, this main argument we get the most when we go into these forum sites, the main number one argument is, but my screen can pull 100% black contrast level. So can mine. What size is your screen? Oh, I've got this freaking 80-inch. I got a 127 inch. Would you like me to name them all? 160 to the floor, 180 to the ceiling, 250 outside, 120 on one side outside, 150 on the other side. Downstairs, we even have 180 painted to the screen with a 129 inch 1610 customized gaming screen with the lights going off on it. Upstairs in the theater room, I got a 135 inch acoustic screen. And how much did you pay for your TV? For what you just paid for your TV, I can literally have screens throughout my entire house, even outside. On projectors, I paid nothing. And yet, you guys can't do this. That's a slideshow we're showing up on one of the forum sites. We're in some backyard displays. So let's go have a looky. Let me turn this to the side because I don't know whose labels we're printing out, because I told you before we ran out of ink and I had to go in and put in an order for ink. I get it shipped in overnight, so it should be here around 4 o'clock. So that's when I'm up early in the morning. I got to do process orders today. Process orders will be ready for Monday for our ship out. All right, let me see right here. Let's go shop. Let's go see how much it would cost me to get myself an OLED TV. What's our price going to be? Let's see. We got a 127 inch. I doubt we're going to find that thing. Let me see. Best Buy. Best Buy is usually where everybody goes to anybody to buy a TV, right? Let's go over to Best Buy and check out Best Buy. See what the cost is going to be. $3,000 for a 77 inch? Have you lost your mind? That's an 85 sitting there right now on my display. That is crazy. All right, we got an OLED 55 inch screen. What's the price for that? It's on sale right now. You're saving $400. Regular price is $2,000. So that is around almost $1,600 for a 55 inch. My test screen is bigger than a 55 inch. My test screen is 88 inches. 55 inches. Are you kidding me? You're at that kind of money? And is that 4K? Yes, it's 4K right there. And they came in and said, what? But mine has, my TV has apps. Big deal. Most projectors have apps in them already. That's nothing new. And if they don't have apps in them, well then, you can just go in and get a Fire Stick. Get the same thing you have at the end of the day. No problem. Yep. Let's see. 55 inches. That's it. So that's not like 55 inches and later on we can project it to a bigger size. That's only 55 inches. And again, you crack that screen, you know the outcome of it all. Let's see. Okay, 55 inch. Let's see if we want to do a 65 inch. What would it cost us for a 65 inch? 65 inch screen is going to cost you $2,000, almost near $2,000. This is on sale, mind you. It's on sale. So the regular price is going to be like $2,500. That's for a 65 inch. 65. My screen in here is 85 inches, 1610, 127. All right. Let's see if we can go higher than that. What are we going to get out of this? Let's see, what do we got here? We can go up to a 77 inch. This is not anywhere near what we have in the next room, but let's see what we get at a 77 inches. Now, 77 inches, that screen has climbed to $3,300. Without that, with the $200 discount, that's what you would get. And that is for 77 inches. Well, our screen over here is what? 85 inches. 1610, 127. Oof. Do you know how much money it's going to cost you to get a TV for that size over there? All right. Let's go check it out. Let's go jump up to, we're screen's 85. We have an 83. Let's see what an 83, if you want to get the same size, near the almost same size screen. Oh, shoot. Now, the price has jumped to $5,300. You literally just bought a car. You bought a car. You bought a motorcycle with that. Look at that. That's a down payment for an apartment. That's a down payment to rent a house. For 83 inches? Really? We haven't even reached. This is 88. Sorry, 85. So the claim on the OLED TV is I'm going to pull a 100% contrast level. The screen's black. It does pull a 100% contrast level. The screen also too has heightened technology, which allows the screen to generate white light. As you can see how beautiful the menu pops up on either side. Whether you pay 720p for your projector or 1080p, it doesn't make a difference. Isn't that interesting? Let's keep going. Let's see if we can reach the 127-inch mark. Oh, great goodness. Lucky we didn't bring out the 250s. Ah, how much a 250 would cost you in an OLED? I wonder. I'm curious. All right, so can we go any higher? Nope, that's as high as we can go, 83. Let's see if we can get another bigger size. Let's see, 85 inches or more in an OLED. Are you freaking kidding me? Really? Seriously? Are you kidding me? $88 inches. Like I said, but it's an 8K setup. Let me explain something to you. There's nothing running in 8K. Literally. There's a few things, a few small minor things, but majority of most of the stuff you're going to run into is going to be 4K applications. That's like the same scenario when you had freaking 4K first came out and everything was running in 1080p. The only thing that was really running in 4K was like 4K images, slideshows, maybe a few demo videos. That's basically about it. Then bit by bit, you started seeing videos trickle down in 4K, but basically everything was a 1080p process. 8K, there is nothing really running in 8K at all. So you literally just bought a TV that's way past put it this way, it's too far into the future. There's not even anything to format to support it. You will never ever be able to use that ever. But $30,000. For a TV that you will never ever use. Well, you will be able to use 8K eventually when it becomes available. But you let me know next time you flip over a PS4, PS5, or any kind of DVD, whatever you may buy or stream, whatever that says, hey, 8K formatted. Yeah, okay. This one right here is another one, 8K, $24,000. Ugh. Hold on for a minute. I'm curious on this one. All right, JVC's 8K laser projector costs $16,000. It's $16,000 for that projector, and that projector does a size of probably somewhere between, most of them in a range of probably somewhere between 50 to 300 and something inches on a screen. Pretty sure that projector probably has 235.1, probably 1610, 1690, about every kind of aspect ratio you could possibly think of in that machine. But that one right there, you even have another one here, 8K, that's $10,000. Actually, $11,000. I'll show you right here up front. So if I wanted to do 8K, like the TV they have over there, this is what the options I have. I can go at 11,000 and 12,000. keep in mind with that projector, I will be able to have a screen size of anywhere from, let's see, probably anywhere from 50 to, like I said, most projectors do about 300 inches, where you're going to spend $30,000 for a TV that only is 88 inches and that's it. So with our technology embedded into that projector can see a 100% contrast level. If you take a $15,000 projector or $16,000 projector and hit it on a gray screen, it's not going to see contrast. No matter how powerful the contrast capability is, you won't see it. If that was the case, people have those projectors would be displaying that left and right, and they don't do that. They're in the dark because the screen can't see contrast and color. Sorry, the projector can't see contrast and color due to the fact that the screen can't maintain it. But you take that technology and you stick it against one of these screens in here, my goodness, you got a screen that's going to pull a 100% contrast level. White levels are going to be insane, freaking color, all that other good stuff is going to pop. And there you go. There's your OLED right there for far cheaper and much bigger. And again, at the end of the day, I don't have to worry about any of the kids coming in and damaging the screen with having a matchbox fight or whatever the heck they may be throwing back and forth in the environment. They may damage my screen. You come out cheaper, far cheaper, with our black technology and any one of these projectors. Because I've had people going into my, well, you know, my screen's 8K. Big deal. You can get an 8K for like $11,000, $12,000. Our screens over here range at 300. You can get an acoustic screen at 150 inches. 150 inches compared to your 88-inch 8K TV. And if you want to talk about contrast levels, that's not a gray or white screen, that's a black screen. It pulls a 100% contrast. Yeah, now we're really going to go on that limb for that one. And they want how much for this TV over here? Look at this. 88 inches. It's an 8K. I just showed you an 8K projector, JVC at that. JVC. For anywhere from $12,000 to $16,000. And they want, for an 8K 88 inch, $24,000. So, our screens in the next room, 150 inch, will cost our customers $340. Including when they buy the projector, again, cheap. It's going to cost them a lot of money. $16,340. That's it. And and they could do a size of 150 inches or go bigger if they want. And you guys are stuck at 88 inches. That's as far as you can go. And I'm going to pay $24,000 with $25,000 for that. Yeah, sure. That's definitely going to happen. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's definitely going to happen. Yeah. No, it's not going to happen. Let's see what else we got here. That's pretty much it right there. He's on the biggest they got is 88. That's it. Because I put down 85 or more. They only have two sizes. And the two sizes they have are 85 inches. That's it. Bigger than 85. So I'm going to spend that kind of money at the end of the day when I can just get myself a high performance JVC movie projector that's definitely going to have a 235.1 aspect ratio, 16:9, 16:10, and that bad boy. You can't even do widescreen on 88 inches. Not big enough. My screen right there in the next room is bigger than 88 inches. My one sitting on the wall is bigger than 88. No, sorry, 85. This is 88. So that's slightly a little bigger than the one we have sitting right there. So yeah, that's way too much money. Let me see. Best Buy is the biggest I got. Let's go outside the box and let's go find some giant OLED TVs. Now, these are the projectors we found right here. If you're going to go on the cheap for a projector, 8K right there. If you're going to spend the money, and you know, at the end of the day, that right there is 11,000. This right here is around 15,000, or sorry, 17, about 16,000 right there. There's $16,340 for the acoustic screen right in there. So, you know, someone wants to sit there at the end of the day and say, well, you know, you get more bang for your buck for a TV. Look, buddy, at the end of the day, here's the deal. Those projectors have apps in them. If you don't have apps, you can get Apple TV, you can get anything you want, any kind of peripheral you can hook up to the back of that. I got Fire Sticks running through mine. I can get all the same apps you got at the end of the day with no problem whatsoever. much bigger screen size. And again, like I said, if Skippy, Jill, Jane, whatever's downstairs having a Matchbox fight or whatever happens, because kids do stuff at the end of the day. I wrecked plenty of stuff when I was coming up, so I'm pretty sure they're going to wreck your stuff. You have to understand that if something hits my screen, it's really nothing at the end of the day. I don't care. But if I take a remote control or a Matchbox car and I bounce it off the side of your screen, I guarantee you will freak out and have a heart attack 6 ways from Sunday. So you know at the end of the day what's going to happen. You're going to call tech support or wherever you get a call or whatever they're going to tell you. And they're going to tell you we don't have that part, and we don't have it available, or it's going to take time to ship it in or whatever. Or they might not have it all together, and you might have to go in and just buy a whole new TV all over again. I've seen people basically go out of warranty, get TVs, and they'll have like a 2-year warranty, and they'll go out of warranty, and they spend all that money for that TV. Or the parts, they don't make them anymore. They're hard to get the parts for them to fix them. They come out much, much, much better. Let me see what this thing has on it. I'm curious to see what this projector has on it. Ooh, $16,000. That's still amazing. Sort of, it's an 8K projector, but the sad thing about it is you're not going to run a lot of stuff in 8K. This is an 8K laser projector. Your TV's not laser, by the way. Good gracious. Yeah, this would put an OLED to shame on so many levels, it's not even funny. Because you can do more with the projector you can actually do with the TV. A lot more. I keep telling you go to these forums like, I'm watching like widescreen 16:9. No, you're not watching widescreen 16:9. Do you have any idea how wide your TV would have to be to accommodate 16:9? You're watching format. That's why when you watch a movie, it says formatted for this TV. You're not watching actual widescreen. If that's the case, you would have the option to go into your TV and change out your formats, and you can't do that. Dual 8K HDMI. Oh man, this thing is freaking a beast. Whew, I may have to put this on a wish list because this is something I might have to get right here for business. This is a monster right here. Good gracious. On our technology with this, man, this would look insane. Just out of curiosity, if I can do this. Yeah, that put an OLED to shame. Our technology, because like I said, if you take this projector, you put on a gray screen, again, you're going to have an issue with color and contrast. That stuff sitting against one of our black screens, oh yeah, this would be a beast. Let's go over and see if we can find something like crazy in OLED. What's the biggest we can get in an OLED TV? I'm going to take out a 100-inch. Let's see what a 100-inch OLED would cost. I've seen a 120-inch. So let me see. Well, that's not an OLED. That's a Samsung. It's Samsung. It's not OLED, but it would cost you around $15,000. But it's not OLED. QLED, $8,000. You guys have lost it. 8,000. Let me see. What do you get right here? OLED. Do they make an OLED 100-inch TV? Okay, let me see what we got here. Oh, we've been to Best Buy. We know Best Buy doesn't have it because we went in there and just checked. They don't have it in there. Let me see, 100-inch TV right there. We got 83, 83, 98. I know Sony has like 120-inch. 98. All right, so you can see we're not just picking the most expensive ones ever. So you can see the prices on here. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely, definitely, definitely. That sounds like a real reasonable price to me to spend that kind of money to begin with on a TV that costs that much. Yeah, that sounds real reasonable. Yeah. No, no, never, and not in a million years. That is just way too much money for TV. And that's one of the things we get when customers contact us. I looked at TVs and they were just so freaking expensive. They want so much money. Who in their right mind is going to spend freaking $6,500 for an 83-inch TV? $6,500 for an 83-inch TV. And what do y'all guys complain about? Oh, well, projection screens don't pull up in fully lit environments. I can't see the screen. It doesn't pull 100% contrast level. Blah, 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 blah. Our technology does. Ooh, they had the Sonic one. I gotta watch that one. Which one we hooked up to here? Here we got over here. $4K Christmas Cottage. Let me see. What we got? This one or this one? Oh, we're in the menu. We can see both white and contrast levels with no problem. Yeah, I'm gonna sit there and spend that much money for a TV. Okay. Ain't no way in the world. Now I see why I haven't looked at TVs in a while. I haven't had a TV like in 13 years. So I haven't seen TVs. Who is that? Sorry about that. I haven't seen TVs in a while. So good gracious, are you kidding me? That is insane what they're asking for TVs. Also, you can get that 100% black level. Now measurements, this one comes in at 85 inches at 1610. I only had this thing set up here because I was trying to figure out what fire stick went to what, because I got to go out back and I got to set up. I got to do a display on a 200-inch screen and a 250-inch at the same time. Then I got this comment about OLED TVs. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. You don't do your math. Some people, honestly, at the end of the day, do not do the math at all, period. I know, because I got customers that will contact me and they'll talk about used to have one and got rid of it, or they were going to buy a TV and they saw how expensive they were. Yeah. And the thing about projectors is the reason why some people don't go near them, because they're plagued with that. Oh, you got to be stuck in a dark environment, and your screen color is going to wash out, and it's going to fade. Well, we don't have that issue. And then they see our technology on YouTube or whatever forum site we're sitting on, and they contact us. You're like, I gotta go through all that. I hate YouTube's freaking commercials, man. They just go on and on and on and on and on. Be done with it already. For goodness sakes. Tron, I gotta put like 40,000 commercials in there. If you're not in there watching. Taco, you like this one? It's a nice setup, ain't it? We should set one of the portables up in here. Is this the screen? Alright, I'm gonna get it mixed up. Like I said, we go to forum sites all the time. So for the fellow who posts that, just so you know, I've done my homework. I have been on those forum sites so many times, too many times to count. And every time we go in it, we ask the same question. How come you guys don't have a projection screen set up? It's a much bigger screen. And the first thing that comes out is those screens do not pull 100% contrast levels. I don't want to be stuck in the dark. I don't want to turn my living room into a cave. This is what it comes up over and over and over again. I got to spend so much money to get a decent image. I just might just go out and buy the TV and be done. No hassles, no problems, no headaches. That's the reason why they don't go near the projection screens. But our technology is different. We can paint our stuff in just like that with no hard instructions. We don't require expensive projectors. There's no calibrating. You can use it in fully lit environments. Screens pull up amazing white levels, pull up 100% contrast levels. We come out cheaper than OLEDs. And like I said, at the end of the day, I don't have to worry about anybody cracking the daylights out of my screen because, again, these screens are not going to crack. Unless you got them made out of glass. That's the only way. Sorry about that, people. And I forgot one thing. You will pay for size. When it comes to... Well, you do that when you fixed frame screens if you go to fixed frame screen, but you come out a lot cheaper on a fixed frame screen than you will on an OLED TV. Shoot, for what you guys... What they were asking for on that TV, I could have went out and bought myself an Elite tension screen with the tabbies on the side at 150 inches. That'd cost me probably about $2-3 grand. Coated with this black technology and just hit it with a projector would have cost me like 150 out of 500 bucks. And I'd had me a 150-inch motorized tabby projection screen, and you guys are at 88 inches. Are you kidding me? Asking for that kind of money? That's insane.
Make this the summer you realize the farther you go, the better it gets. And discover that even out here, you're never alone. Make this the summer of Jeep with the most awarded SUV record.
Oh, I forgot how to find it. Football highlights.
Getting that from YouTube. Dion, hand it over. Now, how does that make you feel?
Like a part of me is myself.
He's the right guard, and the tailback is Alexander. Madison is Kellen. Goes back to pass, pats it, throws left, caught first down. Emir Smith-Marsette, second preseason game 2022. Schlottman
Football highlights.
Kellen brings it in. Kellen straight in the pocket, bounces out to the right. Pumps, fires, caught first down. And in Niners territory, it's BC to the 44. Second consecutive preseason game on. Out of the shotgun, gives it to Madison, and he wheels around the right side to the 40, 35, spins it to 32. Right in front of the Vikings bench. One on third down, it's 3rd and 8. BC motion to the left, Allen straight up. Throws it to the left side, intercepted, threw it right to the DB, and the 18-yard line. And heading up the field into Vikings territory. He's a corner, and back to 3/4 of the second.
Yeah, I'm going to spend the money for an 88-inch OLED TV. Yeah. And that's on a 600 by 800 720p SVGA projector. 150 bucks, that's it. 19 feet back. I can project it off the floor if I want, or the ceiling.
a heck of a throw, and the veteran tight end, Tyler Croft. 2nd and 14, no score. Uh-oh, T.Y. McGill's in the game, had 2 sacks against the Raiders. Not this time. Pass to the left from Sudfeld. It's a quickie just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. And I look forward to seeing him in action this season. First down, Kellen from under center, straight drop, steps up, dump, caught.
My fish back on.
At the 20-yard line, that's a game of 7.
Hooah! That's over there.
So he's a much more balanced offense than you see out of a lot of teams.
2nd and 13.
This is a great screen to have in your sports bar, man cave, and you've spent all this money.
In Washington for a couple of years, Kellen.
We're chilling. $4K snow screensavers. Oh, sun's coming up. Stuff should be here pretty soon. Why I asked for screensavers? She bounces me clean out the YouTube. 4K snow screensavers. You hear me giving her the command and she's constantly bouncing me out. Watch this again. Then she pops it up. Yeah. This is a different remote control than the other one. Wow. I like this demonstration. It's brighter than most ones I used to seeing. Okay, well, that being said, just showing you at the end of the day, no. An OLED TV at the end of the day, that's why my customers, when they contact me, the first thing they say is, I'm not spending that kind of money for a TV. It costs too much money. And at the end of the day, if you want to upgrade to an 8K, like they have at the end of the day, it still would cost you far less. As in the talk as projection screens don't have the ability to pull up a 100% contrast level. Well, I can't speak for everybody else, but ours can. And our screens pick up an amazing white level. How crazy that is. Far cheaper, far less. That's why we call our technology OLED-like. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you for your time. I have to go, and God bless.